Real stories with bold creatives. Captain Off Script Podcast.
So I wanted to start the conversation with hello, Stockholm, Madrid calling, but my guys are not Eurovision fans today. So welcome, SNASK, to Captain Off Script. How are you doing, guys?
Great.
Very well. 10 out of 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So I can see, Erik, that your office is quite pink at the moment. What's more pink, your moods or your office?
I think our office is
mood is
the
kind
most
of
pink.
gray, no?
Yeah, it's very gray outside of the office, so it does affect us a lot. I think that's why
You're
we
pink
made
on
this.
the inside, Erik.
Yeah, sure.
Well,
we all are.
We are all, yeah.
Okay. Well, it's an honor to have you guys. You have been doing such an incredible job for years, and you've been recognized all over the world. When I announced you last week that you will be the guest, everyone was so really excited about it. I got some messages from people from Sweden as well, and it was really cool. And it was it's a real pleasure for me. So
it was our moms who contacted
you. Oh,
you.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and paid,
I wouldn't
just like paid people in general. That's what we do. That's
okay.
It's the only way to make it,
Yeah, to like make an impact. Fine. Okay, I will talk to your moms as well then. After the show, like we can organize another session.
Yep. We will talk to your mom again as well.
Sure.
Yeah.
That is fine as well. You are really not, people have this cliche about everything that comes from Sweden, that it's kind of like minimalistic, all white, all simple, IKEA branding, IKEA design. You guys are everything from that. Everything different from being minimalistic and being like simply Scandinavian. Why is that, and where does it come from?
Well, first of all, I think that the minimalism from Scandinavia is a bit made up. That we have minimalistic topography in the UK, we have the futurism from Italy, we have Helvetica from Switzerland, we have like the Dutch, we have the Bauhaus in Germany, I think the minimalism in Sweden is a bit made up. That is, but of course, a lot of brands are minimalistic in Sweden, and a lot of agencies here tend to use Helvetica overly too much, maybe, and just going for the clean, safe thing. I think we never thought it was super interesting. We thought it would be more interesting to go more visually bold or confident, but we can also like tune that down, and then we pull up the humor or something else,
Okay.
Yeah.
Erik?
Yeah, I think we have a minimalistic side as well in this. Well, I don't know, but like, it's like minimalist, maximalist in a nice, cozy relationship. It's like, we can be bold and strong, but that doesn't need to be messy and everywhere. It can be a clear design or a message anyway. And but I do, and I agree with Freddie. It's not like Sweden, I know we got that like thing that is minimalistic, or maybe because of IKEA too, and things like that. But I guess a lot of when then it becomes true after a while, because everyone is like doing it. So there are sort of, there are some agencies, of course, design agencies, that we sort of became this like antagonist to, because they are 100% just doing that very clean thing. But I know, maybe in the end it's just because Swedes are a bit, we don't really, we're not that daring. We're a bit afraid.
No, why not?
No,
like a cultural thing, or
it's just better to be safe.
Okay.
Sorry, I think here, it's just that thing. We're not like we're not the one standing in the front yelling, about things. That's why Zlatan Ibrahimovic stood out so much.
Yeah. That, well,
things like that, But I think, and also for us, maybe that's why we stood out a lot here, because like when we dared to say things or express ourselves a bit more, then that everyone was like, "What? How can they do that?" You know.
I think the Swedish national team now is very minimalistic, aren't
Mhm.
they?
Yeah, in scoring goals.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
I think we lost 4 games.
Yeah, well, Spain is doing well though. On the other side, we are,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Mhm.
doing quite good
Yeah.
for the qualifications.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's a cool thing. So you started with this bold idea for your agency right from the school without any agency experience of your own, which is similar to me as well, because I never worked for an agency, never worked for anyone. So I can relate in that. But was it easy, or there was a lot of figuring things along the way?
I think it was both. I mean, it was easy in one way because we just basically didn't know any better and we just went with it. So it was fun. We were young, and it was easy in that way. And we didn't like need that much money, and we were like, yeah. So it was kind of easy in that way. But it was also like making things up as we went, like changing things when we needed to change it, making mistakes and learning from it. So I think it was like a mix of both of those things.
Yeah, I think it's easy in the start, or like just to do it, sort of, or like the idea of doing it is kind of easy. And like I said, we were in a great situation, being like young and just free, and we felt like we could do a little bit whatever. But the hardest thing, I think, is to keep it up, because like the norm is to do something else. So we're like all the early years. You know, even now, people are like, when is it time to grow up for you guys? You know, like, it's like that thing that everyone wants to push you towards what everyone else is doing. And that's hard to keep up, because you're like, oh yeah, maybe they're right. Or like, you know, it's hard to work, you know, being a little bit more like on your own space. It's
Yeah,
bit,
well,
yeah,
I definitely agree on that. And it's, as you said, everyone is trying like to push you and to maybe like find a real job, or but I mean, you
yeah,
guys
but
did so many good things. And
it's like you said, if you don't have you're like us, you're clueless about how it is at the real agency, so to say. But you know, and I'm sure there's been many times when people are like, oh, but you have to have that experience.
yes,
You have to do 5 years or whatever, and then you feel like, oh no, am I doing something wrong? Or, I don't know
I mean,
how you feel that. Yeah.
when I started, I also had an agency. Now I just do type design and the podcast as well. But I also had an agency, and you just go along and learn things on your own, learn project management, learn everything that you didn't learn in school, that they never really taught you, because I guess it was supposed to be like find a job somewhere and then maybe 10, 15 years, be brave and start your own thing. So, but not for us, I guess. That's not the thing with it. So it's
No.
Are you drinking bottled water, Freddie?
Mm-hmm.
What's fucking?
oh,
What?
come on.
Why? What are you
Because I
doing?
had it at my desk up here.
Okay.
Well, I never seen anyone drink bottled water in Sweden
Italian.
ever
Sweden,
before.
right? I mean, I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Like,
Maybe at like a fancy restaurant, they come with like some fucking glass bottle of, you know, some
but
French
bottled water,
whatever
no.
water, which makes no sense. I mean, okay, if it's like
I'm surprised as well.
gas.
I have a glass of water.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I feel like it's also like, don't think about the environment.
Well,
There's a lot of nice bottled water behind you in the fridge, Eric. If you want some.
Or is that some client, or is it just?
I don't know who bought it. It was just there.
Oh yeah. Maybe I'll go have a look. See
yeah.
see if I can find some.
Are there some beers as well?
Could be.
Maybe.
Could be, yeah. Well,
Haven't
it's
looked.
maybe a bit too early for a beer, or not.
I mean, it's after lunch and it's Friday, so I think it's kind of okay.
No, in Spain we start drinking like at 11 in the morning. So yeah.
Why did you ask then?
Well, I mean, it's a different culture. I don't know. I have to check, you know.
But don't you start drinking at 11 in the evening?
No, at 11 in the evening we are just like already wasted.
Okay.
Yeah.
But don't you go to dinner at 10?
Well, we go to dinner at 10 and then,
That's why you're wasted.
Yeah,
You have to
exactly.
learn.
They need
In
to.
Sweden, we go to dinner at like 7, 6,
Yeah,
7.
oh my God.
Then we drink. But you guys,
No,
Yeah.
Spain is like completely different. I was totally surprised when I came here. Like it took me maybe even a year to get used to like having dinner at 10. Like who does have dinner at 10? But then you get used to it. So yeah. But the other day I was going to I had a doctor appointment in like 9, 10 in the morning, and I was going with my husband later, like, oh, should we have a coffee? And then we saw some old ladies in the terrace having a beer, like, well, we can have a beer at 11, why not? So, yeah, that's Spain.
Beautiful.
I mean, it is more fun to go out late, I think. It is more alive to live, I think. But also, I'm always so hungry when I go to Spain and go late, yeah.
Well, but there's a lot of amazing, I mean, it depends. If you're a vegetarian, there's not that many good places to eat. I mean, there are some, but not too many. But if you eat meat, you are perfectly fine then. It's like there's so many good places to eat food.
Mm,
Yeah.
that's true.
So, have you ever been to Madrid, guys? Yes?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's amazing.
I
I
haven't
went around with Paloma Rincon, who's from there,
Oh yeah.
a photographer. Yeah,
Okay.
so she and her husband took me around, and we went. You know, when you go to a bar and you order a small beer and you get a little snack.
Yeah, you get
is it
tapas.
called? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just did that everywhere. One was also went to the market and we ordered a small glass of cava, and we got like a seafood like thing. It was really tasty, really nice thing to do.
Yeah, they do it almost everywhere except in the posh restaurants. If it's like fancy and everything, they don't do that. But you notice a real traditional Spanish place if it's completely full and if it's a bit dirty as well. And if they have tapas, that's like
Yeah.
traditionally Spanish. And you, Eric?
Oh no, I haven't been.
Oh.
But it's a bit far from here. Like I mean, not like that far, but it's a bit further than a lot of other places. So it's haven't happened yet. But we're being close to going there for productions actually, because it can be a good place to shoot. That's been the closest so far.
Eric has never been more than 2 hours flight from Sweden.
No,
yeah,
that's his like no.
No, it's my rule.
Or
Yeah.
No, it's just I just want to be like make the most impact on the environment in the shortest time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why like I only fly short distances.
You take a train from Paris to Barcelona and then to Madrid, like 10 hours in total.
Yeah. As long as I fly short. Then it's
it will be quite fast. Now, well, the closest I've been to Stockholm was Copenhagen in Denmark. I got married there.
Oh, nice. Congrats.
Yeah, thanks. Well, it was a while ago, but thank you. Yeah, I mean, the city was really beautiful, so I expect Stockholm is as beautiful or even more.
It's more beautiful.
More?
I think it's more beautiful, but Copenhagen is
but
more
it's not fun. More fun. Yeah,
Copenhagen more fun, really.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't have that feeling. I was in November, so maybe it was kind of winter time, and
you didn't have fun at your wedding.
Well, at the wedding a bit, but like the day after, we were trying to find a restaurant to eat at like 9, and everything was closed. So that was like a shock for me.
Yeah,
because that's the normal way that you eat.
Yeah, the normal way. Okay.
No, but it is
not be popular in Spain. So,
I mean, Copenhagen is pretty similar to Stockholm in some aspects, but like the Danish people are a little bit more rowdy. They swear more and they drink more, and they are a little bit more European, maybe you could say, in that sense. Like, I mean, for us at least, it's like we're like similar thing, but a little bit more fun.
But it's like they are Scandinavian, but they don't give a fuck.
Okay.
That's why they're more they're not like Spanish people. They're like, oh no, you should eat at 10. They're more like, who the fuck cares? We can eat at 10 tonight.
Okay.
It's more like that.
Okay,
Like,
so
who the
they're
fuck
that
cares? We
kind
can
of
have a
thing.
beer now at 11. But yeah, it's more like that rather than they are Spanish in their
Okay.
culture. No.
Okay, well, I mean, they are the most southern country of Scandinavia and the Baltics and everything and Nordics. So yeah. Okay. Okay, good to know. Good to know. So I shouldn't expect too much of Stockholm then.
Oh.
Well, no,
that
it's
depends. That we didn't say that.
Yeah. No, I'm kidding.
You know.
No, I'm just kidding. No worries. I have some friends that have been there and that say it's a beautiful, amazing city. So yeah, I have good
It
expectations.
has beautiful
for now.
people. It has beautiful clothes. It has so it's beautiful islands.
Okay.
First, I thought you were starting some type of joke there, but then I realized that you were
I
actually
stopped
trying
myself.
to say.
I stopped myself.
Okay. Well, okay. Well, let's go back to the business side, guys. You did work for so many amazing and so many popular and big brands. How did you actually get to that part? Was it because you were different from the start, or you had some other strategies to get to big brands? Did they come to you? Did you try to get to them, or?
There's no strategy to come to big brands. There's never been any strategy almost in that new business or business side of SNASK, but we wanted to do what we think was fun and good, and like what we like preferred to be asked to do as well. Like so we created a bit of a style just by curating our portfolio a lot. So like in the beginning we did like a lot of jobs that we didn't show, and the ones that we thought really was like that level and the type of style we want, that we only put out. And then like after a while, that starts to spread more and more people, and then suddenly people start coming to you and be like, hey, we saw this thing that we want, we love that world, like what can you do for us, and then suddenly that's a big brand that come and ask for that. But it's not, we never really like planned that or anything. It's just we're even now we're shocked if someone contacts us.
Really?
We're like, what? These guys
After so
emailed
many
us.
times?
Yeah, sort of. I mean, we don't really expect. We're having fun doing it, and it's great. Of course, we've done a lot of big jobs as we feel like it's there and it's like a part of our business, so to say, but it's still like it's fun when people reach out. It's like, yeah, it's always a good feeling.
Okay, well, that's a good thing. And do you guys have an imposter syndrome after all this time?
I mean, yes. Well, today I don't think really we have that. But I mean, it's 19 years now. So I mean, the imposter syndrome we have left, maybe we will have that for the rest of our lives. While the imposter syndrome we had after 5 years was more severe, I think. Where we actually was insecure about things, and now we learned, of course, that everyone is insecure, and learn to like live with our insecurities and learn things along the way, I guess. So I think, I mean, we still have some, of course, but not at all as severe, I think. What do you think, Erik?
No, but I agree. But it's like, maybe it's not like we become brilliantly experienced and know everything now, and we're like so secure. It's more like that we just understand that everyone is in the same situation, and then you relax and you just like go with it a little bit more, and also try to be more honest maybe when you don't know things or when you do, and you can dare to be a little bit more yourself in that sense maybe now when you're older.
Yeah. As we get older, that helps.
Yeah. No, but a little bit like it in just that self-esteem thing, I think, like of who you are, and like of course, like there's a lot of like judgment in this industry. I mean, in many industries maybe, but like in this one, when it is like you do work that is sort of judged too, like, you know, like it's visual, is it like creative enough, is it cool enough, whatever, you know, it has that like that side of it. And like I definitely liked it, especially the first early years. You felt a lot of like pressure from other people just judging it all the time. People love to say if something is like not in or not, you know, or out or whatever, this is not good enough, that's not, you know what. And it's just like that type of thing was not, that was nothing we really came from. We just want to have fun, but then you sort of dragged into that a little bit. Yeah, so I think that's maybe always been like a thing going on too.
I mean, I can relate to that as well. I'm in, well, since 2009, it's 16, 17 years now in the business. And I can totally relate with the pressure from design community. And it's always like, is it good enough? It's not good enough. We tend to be too judgy sometimes towards everything. Like whenever a famous brand gets a rebrand, we always jump onto it. And I mean, a lot of designers do that. So yeah, I can understand that
follow trends in that sense. And but that's I think that's why it's been fun. And the good thing for what SNASK has been or become for us is like it's like a safe zone or something. It's like,
okay,
you know, that we can always be like, yeah, but we are SNASK and we do this, and that works. And that's a little bit. That I think that's something that I've been able to like hold on to a little bit through the years, to be like, no, but like we don't do it like you do it or like everyone else do it, because we're this thing instead. But like but yeah, it's definitely, you know, something that can be a little bit tough sometimes to and I heard so many times like through the years that we are out or in or out of trend. Like our style or whatever we did. And it can even be in a meeting like where we are in, and then someone is like, yeah, this stop motions whatever is so out, everyone does that, or, you know, or using these like bold colors or whatever it is. And then like, and you're like, okay. I'm like, isn't that what we do? Like, and then you, but then like, you know, 4 years later, it's suddenly the opposite. And it's like peaking again and everyone's asking for that. So it's like, I think we just been doing sort of the same type of thing in many ways. And then like the trend thing has just been going like up and down. And sometimes we're on like peaking trend, and sometimes everyone is doing what we are doing. And yeah, you know,
okay,
it's what it is.
Okay. And did you guys get rejections from being too bold? If you presented a design that was maybe too bold for the client, how did you deal with it?
I think that sometimes we're brought into pitches or stuff like a wild card. And that's always a bad situation to be in, because then we're just there to be the crazy option the client doesn't choose. And so they can choose the mid option or whatever. So that's never a good one. And then, of course, we get rejected. And then you kind of knew from before that we shouldn't even have been accepting to be part of this pitch. Yeah, but otherwise, I think we don't really get rejected for having like crazy ideas. I think we're getting better at selling crazy ideas, maybe like taking the client by the hand, leading them through the process, you know. Yeah.
Okay. And you've done so many different things. Like I was doing really deep research in this, and from standard logo branding projects to installations, one of the biggest in the world in Malmö Festival, and then to music videos for the Hives. How did it get to that part? I mean, you don't like go being a brand design agency and then jumping to directing videos and.
No, but I think we always, like I said, we've been extremely independent and like doing what we think is fun, and we see it's a fun challenge in doing new things and the things that you maybe haven't done before, and so on. And we call SNASK sometimes like a vehicle to have fun, and we
Okay.
whatever we go with that vehicle, whatever we do, it's like just what we try to be as free as possible in that. And the film side of SNASK is something that started very early on, actually, because we were doing these physical installations a lot, building sets and stuff for real, and then but mainly we took photos of it or used it as graphical elements and like key visuals and stuff like that. And then we were like, but what if we start moving these things and and they make them come alive? And then we started doing stop motions, and then that moved into like live action, but a lot like studio builds and that type of set thing. And that's sort of moved on. And then we direct commercials and stuff like that too. And then it's of course super fun to make a music video here and there as well. So it's and those projects are so fun because they are not like commercially driven. Obviously, it's like we can create an idea and go and it almost becomes like a little like short film project for us or something. It's a very, very nice mix to the daily work, I would say, to find those type of things to do as well.
Okay. And you even got nominated for the Grammy for a video.
Yeah, a Swedish Grammy.
And you won. Oh my God! Well, that's a huge one.
It happened. But that was super fun. Of course, but like
Erik never won one as a drummer.
Wow.
Exactly. I think that was the most fun. But like not like I was ever even close to that. But like it's fun when we are like in another industry or something. Like we are in our creative world, and we whatever that is, and go to conferences and stuff like that. But then like to be invited into all these cool people that are like in bands and stuff, that was fun. So you had like a sneak peek.
None of Erik's musicians' friends would ever care or know that we won an award in advertisement.
No, but like no one at all, I think, except for
no one at all, and they wouldn't.
No, but like
either.
in family, anyone that no friends would care about that. Like anything, it's like, but like this thing, then suddenly it's like,
Erik's dad said, "Wow, you're successful."
Oh wow!
When he won the
that moment,
that sounds like he's some like type of super tough businessman. And it's like, but it's more like they find this. I mean, seriously, like people that we know that are not in our industry, they find it so hard to understand what we do. And like family, I think is like even more, because how a family relationship, they don't need to understand anything what you do. They can be very different, do completely different things in life, and so I think that's always been the case. But now it could be like some distant cousin that was like, yeah, I was sitting watching that and you won, man. So, you're like, what? Like that never happened before. But yeah, so that, I guess that's fun, but I also I want to say at the same time, like now when we're talking about that, about our industry, it's not like that we expect people to care about what we do in this industry, or like if there was something award. I mean, there's fun if they are supportive or whatever, like happy that what we are doing, but it's not like I'm like, don't you understand what we have done?
Yeah, I mean,
what cool commercial we did. But... Like I'm not gonna be like, oh, we did advertisement, now go and celebrate me or something.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck no. No.
Okay. And your families before the Grammys, did they actually know what do you do, guys, or like?
No, they know we do computer.
Oh, okay.
And that's everything they know. That's fine. Yeah. But I don't blame them, because it is a bit hard for them if they follow us on Instagram to understand what it is we do. So I don't really blame them.
Like they know that we travel a lot.
Okay.
Often that's the classic, like, oh, are you going somewhere again? Like that's the that's like, I have a traveling job.
Well, I've saw
so when you do talks, I mean, is it people? Are you in a school or are you? They don't really understand what it is. It's like, is that a speech? Like, are you holding a speech? Or, yeah, it's very funny.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen on your website like all the crossed conferences and talks you had, and there's so many of them. Like you've been everywhere in the world.
Yeah, we've been because we did Creative Mornings as the first lecture ever for like 12, 13 years ago. And we just did it again, and I counted, and we've been to over 40 countries
Oh, wow.
since that lecture. And then, of course, been to many countries many times. So it's like, yeah, we've done so many lectures after that. So, but it's been, and it is still super fun.
Well, but you make it fun, actually. Like you bring the vibes, you bring the rock and roll, you bring the music, you bring the cars. So it's never boring, right?
Yeah, exactly. You did your homework.
Oh, I did.
Yeah,
I did.
really. This research is good. It's good.
I did. So, but I mean, I was like, well, this year I was in Barcelona in the Off Festival, and although there were a lot of great speakers, you get after 2 days of just sitting and listening to people talking, it gets a bit tiring. So I guess bringing in the band and the cars and everything like lifts the spirit. And yeah, that's your secret. I should steal that somehow.
Yeah, just bring in you could do boat. I think that would suit you very well. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll see what.
Where is he? He's out by the water. He's not driving him. No, but like, yeah, no, it's true. But I think a key is like I'm sure at some point we were those people in the crowd too, being a bit bored, or at least at some, I don't know how many like design conferences or whatever we went to, but like just being in a crowd, whatever it is, like, I think we were like, then if you're on a stage, you should entertain, a bit and make it interesting. And then on top of that, I think we just also want to have fun ourselves. So it is not so fun to go up and like present a project that you've done for a client. Like we can wrap that in a little bit here and there or something, but it's more fun to talk about like the stories behind it, or, whatever, some stupid failure or something that happened, or, I think that's more fun for us too.
Okay. Well, you guys like to have fun. You will like Madrid, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Well, if we have some conference, I will make sure to get you here somehow by train or by boat, or
I can fly all the way.
Okay.
It's just Erik who needs to.
Yeah.
Nice. Maybe if I take several short flights, that
like
could be.
You go to
It's like
know,
even
Paris
greater
for
effect.
vacation, and then from Paris to Madrid. It could work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. Well, we'll figure out something. So you have been recognized as these really bold and creative guys in the design industry. Are you like that in life as well? Like, are you the true representatives of your brand when you go for drinks with friends, or?
Yeah, I think so. I think in that sense, yes. But I think if we're like in our everyday life, like not going out on drinks with friends, just like waking up, eating breakfast, going to the gym, whatever, then it's not a show, I guess.
All the time.
Not all the time. Okay.
Like whatever it is that we're doing. No, but that's true. I think we again, it's a little bit like we enjoy, having fun, whatever, like being that type of, having that personality, whatever. It can be fun, but it's of course not always like that. And I think the design part, I think no one of us, neither of us feels like some type of design profile. You know what I mean? It's more about, it's something else that we are. Okay. That's a part of it, but it's not like something that I don't walk around like some fucking architect with a ego and like pointing at things and judging it, and no.
You did in the photograph
Well,
I did. Yeah.
when you
I
wanted
did.
to be pretentious and
Oh yeah.
yeah.
well,
But that
I
was
mean,
you
that's
learned.
photo shoot, so why not? Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Why
And
not?
we just lectured in Slovenia, and then I took away almost one of the few projects we had because they wanted me to shorten the lecture with 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So and then I took a look at the lecture. I'm like, it's like almost nothing that we do in here, but the people thought it was amazing. So I think everyone else shows so much of their projects, and we show more our own projects and stupid things that we think is more fun. And yeah, I think that gives us something more. At least we get happier.
And I think like it is to understand us in this. It's like, yes, we think we love to inspire people to have more fun and like be themselves and dare to do, things that maybe you feel is like, oh, is this weird? Or, are you allowed to do this within a business or, whatever it is, like, then go do it, have fun, try things, create your own projects or be more bold with a client and, whatever. That's all great and have fun, but also be professional. Like in this, like that's something that we are like, I mean, we try to be as well. Like we have all this fun and we have this attitude and stuff, but it's not like that we like miss our deadlines or, or we can have boring budget discussions or, like all of that type of things as well. That's like, that's obviously a part of it, but it's something that everyone can do. And it's something that like, you need to check that box, but like sometimes maybe it looks like we had like back in the day, we had a lot of interns that came to us and they only thought that we were partying and like doing, yes, they showed up and more or less like, so when are we going out? Like, and we were like, what? Like, and like, they found like 10 people sitting, like staring into their computer, like with headphones, like working hard. And they were a bit like, where's the party? And the next day they show up at 11 and whatever, because they thought like that it was, it didn't, that was what SNASK was.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's two sides to it, I think.
Well, I mean, you must attract a lot of interns with these kind of like Instagram photos and everything you publish. And then people, do they get disappointed for no partying or?
But we party too, just at the right
okay.
time. After lunch.
After lunch.
After lunch.
Okay.
No, but like, I mean, there's fun to it as well. But I think, yeah, there's still, again, there's a balance. Like, so I don't think, maybe someone has been a little bit disappointed. They thought it would be more crazy or whatever. But like, I mean, I can't speak for them, but I think we're having fun too with like whatever we're doing. But again, it's both. That's just what I don't think anyone shouldn't be like ashamed if they're sitting working hard during the days and be like, why am I not more fun? It's like, no, but that's a part of it.
That's part of the, yeah.
Mm.
Absolutely. Yeah, and okay, do you guys spend a lot of time together? Like, I mean, obviously you work together, so it's, but apart from that, where do the ideas come to you? Like, is it at work or when you're out, or how did you come up with the shower beer, for example?
I think that, I mean, of course, in work, but we have similar friends. Of course, we have the same friend groups. But when we hang out, then we kind of don't speak about work,
Okay.
me and Erik. But I think when we travel, because we travel so much, we're going to Brazil in the beginning of November and off Seville in the end of November. And when we go on those travels, we have so much time that sometimes, we just go into weird ideas and projects, and then when we come home, it's easier to execute because we both like on board, But I mean, Shower Bear, I think, he just came from. We worked with a brewery, and he could never pay us. He didn't have that much money, so he would pay us in beer, and you're not allowed to pay someone in beer in Sweden.
Okay,
So
no.
he would send beer. No, so he sent beer to the wrong address, and it accidentally every time came to our doorstep. And so we had to put it in the fridge, for someone to collect, and then in the end we forgot it wasn't ours and accidentally drank it all.
Good.
But after a while, we're like, this is a shitty way to get paid. So that's when we decided to do a project where we would like share the revenues from the beer. And that's when we created Shower Beer.
Okay.
To do something that where we can use our branding and skills, like what we do, and combined with a brewery, you know.
Okay.
And I think the idea came just because we do sauna bathing, you know, here, and then we were like, we drink beer or, you know, whatever. And that it was just in that we were like, it's nice to have a beer in the shower. And then what if we just do that, the ultimate version of that?
Yeah. I have to try.
It can be a very stupid idea, like, but if you
It's 10% strong.
Well, I don't know if it's wrong. I'll try it later before going out tonight at 11. Yeah, like, let's see if it if it works. Okay.
You should have that before dinner.
Before
like
dinner,
a few of
okay.
them. Yeah, like you do.
Well, I mean, we have beers all the time. Yeah.
I'm sure you do.
I'm not an alcoholic. I just have like, I don't drink that much, I guess. I don't know.
It's just a culture. It's okay.
Don't be ashamed.
Nah. Not of that, at least. Not of that, yeah. No shame. No shame. So, you also have your own rock band. I mentioned, like, doing the music on the stage as well. How did it come to that part?
Well, Erik had a band, and they kind of, every time they rehearsed, they came to rehearsal, the bass player, Erik, and drums, and the guitarist and singer, and the trombonist wasn't there. They started playing another type of music, like rock and roll, like 60s blues rock and roll. And then every time the trombonist came, they played the other type of music that they were supposed to play. And so that was the first signal. And then the singer sold the band to me at an after party at like 4:00 in the morning, when I told them, like, the names sucks. You don't play the music you want. Why don't? And then he said, well, you can buy the band and change all these things. And then the next day he regretted himself, but then me and Erik said, maybe we could sign the band, start a record label, sign them, and then change all these things. So we did it, changed a lot of things, and recorded like 2 albums with them. And yeah, so it was a lot.
I think, and then for the talks that it was more like we had this like say talk show idea about it. You know, there could be, you know, all the talk shows have a live band, you know, that it plays like in between the guests, or, you know, whatever. So we like used it in our chapters, or and then like improvising a lot. And yeah, it was like a fun way of adding something extra to the show.
The first lecture we ever did, Erik was dressed as a bunny and played drums with teaspoons, because the band from the night before, they were too hungover to come and get their instruments. When we were gonna go on stage, there were still instruments on stage.
Oh.
We're like, what? Yeah, so then we were like, this was perfect. You can,
But that's so true. That's where it's like origins from, I think. And it's just
because then you brought the singer and guitarist next time when we went, and then it just escalated from there.
Okay. Yeah. That's an interesting way. I mean, it's really cool because I don't have a band, but I play piano, and I've interviewed actually a lot of creators and designers who also have some music influences and playing guitars, playing things. So it's really interesting to connect all of these things and actually see a lot more people doing the same stuff. You know, in the end, we kind of have all that creative energy and just trying to express ourselves, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, since we came from music, like from booking bands and DJing to playing in bands and doing lots of things, for us it went into everything, like how we thought about, like that everyone, like Erik mentioned, like entertaining people on stage, but also rehearsing a lot, doing things on cue, and like also that we wanted to speak last of any conference because every other speaker would then be a pre-band. But a lot of the designers in the industry was like, I don't want to speak last because some people are too tired.
Okay.
And we were like, we want to speak last because we will make sure they're not tired, you know. So a lot of our way of thinking there went into how we speak, I think.
Okay, that's really cool. That's really cool. And you also publish books, your own books, of
Well,
your
we have
own
a publisher.
things, and
Hmm.
yeah. So, how many enemies do you have? Do you count on fingers, or is it already past 10?
It's a lot because it's all the conservative people.
Yeah.
So it's a lot, and right now they're growing.
Growing
A
rapidly,
lot of-
yeah.
They're in trend right now. They're
Yeah,
peaking.
it's a
I don't know
trend.
why.
They're
but-
in trend.
yeah.
So that's a bit sad, but I mean,
Yeah.
always good to have enemies, you know?
Well, that's one of the things you like. Yeah. But I mean, as you said, if there are people that don't like what you do you even do things at all? Like,
Exactly.
what did you do?
exactly.
What did you make if everyone likes it? I mean, it's quite impossible to make it even. Like,
Probably no one likes it or no one hates it.
Yeah.
Which is pointless.
yeah, that's
It's
absolutely.
like sort of the problem with the politics today. They're trying to do that. They're just trying to be whatever people want. They're just trying to say what everyone wants to hear. And I guess that's some like crazy man like Trump comes in, he says whatever, and then people are like, oh my God, but it's and then that becomes the new way of doing it, and then it's like horrible. So I think, but all of this, the biggest problem is data. I think it's data. If we didn't know things, we would just go. But now it's like there's data on it. We work with political parties, we have done through the years, and then they're like, oh, we're gonna tell you our secret story, like our secret strategy. I mean, about like how we're gonna do this election or whatever. And we're like, oh my god, it's like cool that we're in these rooms, whatever. And then they come and they have like some fucking need scope, like data collected, like this is what people think. So we're going to talk about this subject or that subject, and it has nothing to do with them as a party, nothing to do with their ideology and things, even the opposite. But they're like, because that's what people care about right now.
Yeah.
You're like, fucking hell, it's so sad, and
Yeah, it's a crazy world.
So sad.
It's
And it's the same like between middle management or different C-suite levels or whatever. No one trusts each other. So everyone have to be like, oh, you have to send a report to me, and you have to be able to prove that the budget I gave you used it, and we're making a profit from every cent. You know, it's so stupid in a way. It's like because it did work before people did that as well, by simply is something called trust, and you trusted in people. But that is completely eroded. So now everyone have to send reports upwards to people in order to keep their jobs. And then everything have to be measured, and everything can't be measured. And that's like the big problem, I think.
I agree
when
on
we
that.
done when we had like a good run with a client, like that, maybe we had a client, we done like some interesting, fun work and making them stand out, and and it's been like pretty like a successful thing at the same time. It's not like it's been like going bad or anything. But then as they are growing, these companies, they always start to hire more marketing people, and like Freddie said, suddenly it's all about like reports and like showing numbers on things, and also getting that data, and suddenly and then from this being more like, oh, we need to create a brand, doing interesting things that stand out. Suddenly it's like, we need to show the logo within 2.5 seconds, and the main message, and we have to do the app, and the click and whatever it is. I mean, suddenly you make a film that's like their interface or something, and it's just like, what happened? And then a half a year later we don't work together because it's not that. we're not a great fit then.
Yeah,
But
well, it goes in both directions. So yeah, I guess. I mean, it happens. It happened to me so many times as well. So I guess they just go a different, more traditional way with paperwork and everything. So yeah, what can you do? But
Yeah,
it is a part of everything. I mean, again, it's
but
advertisement.
there's a trend now to like, it doesn't matter what you sell. They're like, oh, now like e-coms, they're like, oh, we see that this target group wants to buy these now, so we should sell more of this and then more of this. And they don't like, as long as we sell things to people, we're doing fine. But that's like opening a bar and like suddenly there's a Champions League football game in your city, and tourists go there who are football hooligans, and they're like, oh, when you need to drink beer, so they go into a bar for 2 days. Well, data says during these 2 days, we had a lot of football fans here, and we sold so much beer. So we should try to, the third day, we should put up a TV and start showing football. It's like, but maybe the people who used to go to the bar now don't want to go to the bar. And then suddenly there's no more football games because your team exited the Champions League. Like, if you only trusted data, suddenly you would have a football bar that only sold beer, and then no one would. It's just so weird to like change your whole product based on what people who go there say they want, instead of saying, you know what, there's a great football pub down the street, you can go there. Or like, or they can welcome them one day, but don't trust that that's their whole idea. But if it's like so many businesses today are like, oh look, we started selling these, we have to start selling more, instead of like believing in your own idea, your own brand, your own feels like it's so weird just about selling stuff.
yeah, and everyone is trying to do the same thing. Like if one brand gets successful for one thing, every other brand does the same. Like right away, it goes like a chain reaction. You just see so many of the same things and so many of those, like, I don't know, there's that, I don't even know the name, God, that Labubu thing, or I mean, I was like, why is everyone talking about it? What is it, But it was like everywhere and all the stuff. So it's, and at what point you are actually scared to ask because everyone is about it and you have no idea what's going on. And yeah.
Eric loves them. He has 3 at home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's one of my new hobbies.
Okay. I didn't say anything bad.
No, I'm not Eurovision. No. Labu. I don't even know. Was it Labu? Labubu. That's my jam.
Okay.
It's Nirvana and Labubu, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It goes well
Yeah.
hand in hand.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, I was asking, before we started the recording for the Eurovision, because there are so many Swedes like loving Eurovision, loving Melody Festival and everything. And so I was like, do they like it? But they have a rock band. So it's kind of, different sides. So, but still the brand is fleshy and everything. So
yeah. I mean, Eurovision, we grew up with it. It's always been
it's
there.
entertaining to watch, I think.
It can be.
Yeah, I think it can be. I think Tommy Cash was funny.
It was a good.
Made the Italian song for Estonia.
Yeah, and Italians were crazy angry about it. What's your most fun project you did?
Fun project.
Maybe the food store. That was fun. Yeah, I mean that was a fun, like because it was a bit odd, but it was fun. We did our like local supermarket, sort of like we did the whole thing. It was like a long project and like a fun one because it's so many people obviously using it, and you get to do the whole like store, the whole interior, everything, and again like a little bit unusual for us type of project. So it's like fun to get into that. I mean, I think from a creative perspective, that was maybe fun. What were you gonna say, Freddie?
No, in terms of results, I think the dollar store campaign is fun.
Oh yeah,
where people got super pissed off because we said that dollar store is hell. People thought we were talking about, and religious people got really angry, some extreme religious people, and other type of people, which was great for the campaign because it became really big, because some people hated it and most people loved it. So it became very fun, actually. I think that was, in terms of how the outcome, it was really fun.
That one is like a good example of like sort of when you have a framework that forces you to do something. Maybe it was very quick when we got that. It was like delivery in like 3 weeks. It was like, and therefore we couldn't go into our maybe normal process, or like, you know, also like in terms of the end result, like we did it was more like small animation, illustrations, like all sort of digital stuff, because we couldn't do anything like for hand or create a big production because there wasn't even time for it. But that became a different, you know, we had to approach it differently. And I think if they would have given us 3 months to do it, we wouldn't have come up with that idea or end result. I think then it would have become like something else, because it's just like a longer process. And this was like, let's just go, this is fun, let's do it, you know. It was like one day the idea was sort of there, and then let's just go for it.
Well, I have kept you quite long, guys. It was a really pleasure, but I have one more question for both of you. If there was just one advice you could give to other people, just one thing, it doesn't have to be business, it can be life, it can be whatever, but just one advice, what would you say?
Don't listen to what we say. Don't listen too much to other people. Yeah, like go do your, it's so boring though, but yeah, do your, like, dare to do you. And
I think
go with
similar.
your feeling, and not
like listen to your inner passion. If you focus on that, what you think is fun, I think most things will turn out good for you. If you stop listening to what you think is like what you have inside, it can go bad.
Okay.
It will be way better, you know, whatever happens, if you're like, but I felt like I wanted to do that, then like, no, I only did that because some old guy told me to do it, and I felt wrong, but I did it anyway. And then you're like ended up in a shitty, you know, situation or whatever, and then won't feel as good.
That's a really good one. Thank you, guys. It was really a pleasure. I would just like to point one other thing. My other guest yesterday was Pink, all in pink. You guys are famous for the pink as well. And so just to raise awareness of October as Breast Cancer Awareness Month, it's, just to raise it a bit and get everyone who needs to get tested, just do it. I was talking to my husband yesterday, like about some other things, and it's better to go and get tested and reveal things early, even if it's bad, than to be too late. So just to finish with that. And thank you once again. It's a true pleasure to talk with legends like you guys. And
likewise.
Yeah, I hope we meet in Madrid. I definitely expect that.
We too now, Alan, because you're going to get us a lecture.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys, and have a great day and have fun.
You too, Alan.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Thank you.
Cheers. Bye.
Real stories with bold creatives. Captain Off Script Podcast.